right, guys, welcome to CRC, the Crazy Rides channel. Brought to you by the ex-New Yorker Beans YouTube channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and the like button. And the Biker's Realtor, who is me. That is me. Did I say that right?
That's good enough.
All right, good.
We know who you are.
Residential commercial investments. I am here for all your real estate needs. Just reach out, 561-507-1454.
1454.
1454, all right.
Doesn't CRC stand for can't remember crap?
Only you.
Yeah, you got that right, Dean. You got that right.
Look at that.
All right, the chat lines are open. If you
Look at that.
turn that down already.
Yeah.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
It's like the first time on the
I'm not getting your shirt thing here, Rich.
What shirt?
No, it's got to be like really flat. It works, but it's got to
It's
be
got
like
some
really
kind of shit attached to him, too. It's like Robo fucking bike right here.
That's the muscle. It's
That's
so
the
big.
It's the muscle. Yeah,
It's
it's the muscle.
Spreading it out.
Never
There you
mind.
go. It's the muscle.
it's the muscle.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys? What's going on?
Okay.
What's going on?
So I just gotta. We're
Well,
gonna do.
that's
the,
a new thing.
Let's do your thing first.
All right, we'll do
okay.
that.
All right.
We have a.
Yeah, I want to
We
get over
have
it.
a, what do you call it? A
News release.
where the hell did I put that? We have breaking news.
See what I mean? Can't remember crap.
I can't remember that.
Okay.
Breaking news by Richie A.
All right. So I just got
That was
this in the
loud.
mail because I requested it because I wasn't getting anything but this every year that I showed you about the voting,
Right.
okay, and who's on the board.
Yeah.
So now they sent me this. So
What is
there's
that?
about 2,000 pages. I got 2 weeks to read it all so I know who to vote for. This one here is the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. This is from Washington, D.C.
Yeah, but what is the voting for?
Oh,
For people that didn't hear it last week or whatever.
oh, this is voting for the director,
The board
the board of
Harley Davidson.
the peanut gallery, the board of the peanut gallery. So, of Harley Davidson, yes, in Milwaukee. So here is I just
So they're voting in a new board.
yes, they're voting in a new board because
But no one's running against the old one.
and no one's running against the old one. That's pretty good. Yeah.
So
And-
The board's going to be there. They're just going to change positions.
So, I'm not going to do any reading about this. I'm really, with this here, I'm going to file it. and then we have this. This is the breakdown of everyone, okay? And what I went through last week. I'm not going over this again. Who they were, what they did, This one tells us how many meetings they made in 2014. Well, a couple of these board members made 4. I guess that's why Harley is tanking. So I am going to vote, and I'm voting for 0. I could vote for don't want anybody in there. And
it makes no sense. There's nobody running against them.
right.
So, whoever's on that block
Is going to get voted in
is
anyway.
going to get voted in, even if one person just votes for them.
Exactly. So this is like, Harley Davidson is going to be in trouble again for another year.
Well, they're all CEOs on the board of different companies.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the
So
big issue.
you don't have authentic Harley Davidson or motorcycle riders on the board that communicate with the people.
Yeah.
It's all about the money, which I understand because the corporation. But
So we have,
run it down real
and I'm
quick.
I'm
And then
gonna make it very quick. This is the reason why I'm upset, and a lot of people on YouTube right now that are covering this are upset. All right, so number one, I'm just gonna give you Troy Alstead. He's the CEO of Starbucks. I'm not even gonna go into it. Okay, so I'm not even gonna talk about the coffee maker they're gonna put on the bike. But and then number two, we got Jod Donaville, and I'm not even pronouncing these names right. I'm sorry. He's resigned. Okay, and for whatever reason, probably was the best thing for him.
So you think if the CEO who runs Starbucks offers like free pods in your saddlebags when you buy a bike,
You may get or no, how about a gift card?
Yeah, whatever.
1 year.
Yeah, there you go.
1 year
free
gift card.
coffee.
1 year.
Boom.
How about a coffee maker in
You
the
could
tour
put that in.
pack?
You could put it in the tour packs and
Yeah.
not this small.
I'm going to mount one.
with a
tour
year's
pack.
supply of pods.
It seems like they have the same CEOs for all these different.
Yeah,
companies.
which is really
And
weird.
so it's like
Yeah.
it's like a conglomeration.
I didn't-
And
I've never really heard of that. But I don't normally follow boards and
Yeah.
who's on them, and I don't know if this is common practice in a lot of companies. Like when I worked for AT&T, I never really paid attention to the board. I knew who was what and was running the show, but I didn't realize you can have a CEO from another company sit on a board of another company.
yeah,
And if you're doing this in multiple companies, what are you getting besides a nice paycheck?
Yeah.
Where's your interest
Where's
in
your
the,
alliance?
where's your interest in the
alliance,
company
too?
yeah.
to
Who's
succeed?
your alliance too?
Other than grabbing a paycheck. Now I could be wrong. I don't know a lot about this stuff, but if to me it sounds wrong if you have CEOs of other companies sitting on other boards. But again, that could be a norm that I don't know about.
I think it happens. a
It
lot.
is. It's a
Yeah.
norm.
Yeah, that's
is
crazy
a norm.
though. You think about
Yeah.
that.
It
You know,
closed in a way.
I understand the CEO effect
Right.
because of the business sense, but at least have good CEOs that freaking ride.
Well, they should know more
You
about
know?
the product. I'm sure the
Yeah.
CEO of Starbucks knows every inch about coffee.
Yeah.
Well,
Does he
what
does he
what
have a
these
knowledge of bikes?
other CEOs are on their board as well.
Right.
I mean, is it one of those you scratch my back, I scratch your back, and then all of a sudden everybody's got it's like a large conglomeration. It's like, okay, we're the same board, we just go around to different companies, and this is how we want to run everything.
Yeah, which doesn't mean it's going to work.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, it works for one company, it may not work for another.
Right.
Right.
It's
All
a
right,
whole
next.
different.
All right. So as we're going
Demographic.
on, we have James Duncan Farley Jr. and he's the CEO of Ford. Now, he's the CEO to a motor company. All right, and you would think that he could put some of that knowledge in selling his cars to selling motorcycles.
Excuse
But-
me, Chris. Chris is tuning in. Yes. No, we're not sponsoring the Publix water.
There you go.
It does taste good though.
But you see, Chris, mine is backwards because I knew somebody was going to say something.
Chris, the bottom line is the guy that supplied the water is super cheap, and that's why you got Publix.
that's the ex New
It all
Yorker.
comes
Yeah, right.
from the fountain.
That's
Don't tell him who supplied the water. Come on.
that's the sponsorship.
So what's your input on this, Chris? You hear what I'm talking about? The CEOs that are running this country. I mean, this company,
Harley Davidson.
this company, Harley Davidson. All right. So number 4, we have, and that's a woman, Lori Flees. And yeah,
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Flees. That's the word. All right. So she is the CEO of Valvoline. And that's unusual, having a woman. I guess, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, you should.
No, I shouldn't say that at all.
No.
Because it's not. Because CEO women are very, very highly recommended, and they're very highly intelligent.
Forgive him.
And they're very good.
He's sucking ass now.
They're very good.
But go ahead. We understand.
I've dealt with some CEO women, and they were excellent. So
Where?
Back in the day.
when I called up,
when they called up their
Listen.
phone line,
Private.
they sold
1-900.
One of the
Come on, his wife's
CEOs
online here.
One of the
1-900
CEOs
CEO.
One of the CEOs that I communicate with, her name is Debbie.
That's CEO of where you live.
Of my house.
That's right.
So she's the CEO of Aveline. So I guess, that could be a positive. I mean, she understands the motor company, all right? But I don't know, what the input is on here.
The
But-
oil.
Yeah, what the input. Are we actually
That's
now?
what Harley oil.
Are we getting
Valvoline.
Harley oil? And is it Valvoline or is it Harley oil?
We got to read on the bottle.
Yeah, because if you take the bottle and you look at it,
'Cause
it
it
says
should
Harley,
say-
but it's just a sticker of a Valvoline.
Yeah,
It's easier,
right.
it's easier just to put a sticker
I
on
would
there.
think so. I
call
would
it
think
HD.
so. So number 5 is interesting. Okay, number 5 is Alan Goldston, and he is the president of Gates Foundation. Now, I'm not going to read this. I'm just going short because we've done enough coverage on this. But in here, it actually enhances a little bit more of what they do in the company. And it has nothing to do with motorcycles. Yes, it has to do with business, but if it has to do with business, they're doing a terrible job, period. Because Harley Davis is in bad shape right now, and I could prove it, but I won't pull it out again because it shows the graph of what their percentage of shareholders were in the last 5 years, and it don't look good. It looks like a mountain, like you're on top of the mountain looking down. So it's going that way instead of that way. Okay. All right. So now we have number 6 is Sarah Livingston. And Sarah Livingston.
Levinson.
Levinston. Yeah, Levinston.
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
And she's the director of
You don't even understand your own writing.
Catapult
Catapult. That's it.
Studios.
Which handle Macy's Inc., Showtime, MTV, and NFL.
Well, that's an impressive resume.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
But where is the knowledge?
It's a marketing thing. Supposed to be anyway, right?
The problem is that there is no connection. None of them are connected to the motorcycle
Well, in that
enthusiast.
booklet, they'll have
All
like,
right, the
subcommittees.
motorcycle enthusiasts. There's no connection. Don't know what they want. Don't care what they want. All they're into is numbers, and
Are they
they're
like
not doing a good job with that.
part of like different subcommittees and like
That's what you got to know.
yeah. I
All
think
right,
that's I think
number
we're into
7, and there's only 2 more after this. Norman Thomas Lineberger, and he's the co-founder and director. No, he's the CEO of Cummins. So here's another motor company, Cummins Diesels. So you would think that there was some kind of camaraderie there, with Ford, with Valvoline, with
All right,
Cummins.
who's next?
I was
So
gonna say.
We got a lot to cover.
I thought Cummins were in
So number
Dodge.
8,
Cummings and going.
number 8 is
Yeah.
Raf Mashoud.
The diesel
Whatever.
motorcycle.
Okay.
I can't
He's the
read that.
executive vice president and chief of digital offices. Don't know who he is. And then you have
9.
number 9. Number 9 is Mary Rose Silverton, and she's the president
Sylvester.
of Sylvester, and she's the president and
GE Lighting.
Well, that's interesting.
All right,
'Cause they
number-
did change the lights.
Number
And number 10, he got fired, so it don't matter.
number 10 is the CEO right
Yeah.
And he's
right
still
now.
there. So
So
there
that's
you go.
it.
All right.
I just wanted to run that by you, just to give you a heads up. And I'm going to file this too. And
I hope he's picking that shit
I
up
hope
later
so.
because I'm not.
Dean's getting pissed because you're dirty in his fucking
I'm going to
garage.
send my resume in, and I'm going to send it
No, you're
in.
not.
No, that I couldn't send it. Not my resume. It's not my resume. I got to send my proxy in for voting, and I'm going to say withhold all. That's it right there, withhold all. And that's it. You know, you don't like it? Too bad.
All right. And that was Richie's breaking news.
Really,
Richie.
Okay.
succinct. And,
Now I gotta calm down a little bit. That's why I didn't have
Take
coffee.
a walk
I
around
was
and
gonna be
start
real
closing.
wired up. All right, go ahead. Where are we at now?
Hey, the crazy ride thing is going upside down.
Yeah, I know it's
Pretty
turning.
cool. Look at that. Like a
I like
clock.
that, right?
Yeah. Like a
All
record.
right, so there's actually a bike blessing this Saturday here in Palm Beach County. Blessing of the bikes, May 3rd at 12 p.m. And it's at the VFW 9610 American Legion Post 268 in Florida. The NAM Knights are putting it on.
Cool.
So go stop by there, get your bike
Nice.
blessed.
Yeah.
We all need it.
Yeah.
Mine was just baptized yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Or I just washed it, whatever.
Oh, you washed it? That's good.
Yeah, scrape some of that dirt off. Yeah.
That's
So-
holding some things together over there.
So
You
we
rode
did
that.
another A10 Moto
We sure did.
installation.
Yeah.
The same as we did in Dean's bike. We have that video up as well. For Dean's bike, the install me and him did on his bike.
I really wish Bob would have left his bike here so I could have switched out his tins. I really want that color.
It came out real nice. It was the same setup as you.
Same setup as mine, but his looks,
All right.
his lights
so,
stand out so much better with the black and that whiskey neat color.
so I'll show you a picture of his old light. There you go.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Right. So
That's
and
the Livingston. She's the.
Yeah.
You
The
light.
GE
that's the
light.
GE light.
Yeah.
That's the GE light. Yeah, I just saw it. GE.
And that's us doing some bike surgery over there. That's Richie getting his hands dirty, actually.
Yeah. See.
He got off the seat. He got off the chair for about,
I
5
was-
minutes.
about 3 minutes.
I couldn't take it anymore. You know, I
He was
was trying to
directing.
direct them, and they
And
were
there's
going
what
in
the
wrong
lights look
direction.
like. There's Richie, me. That's Bob's bike with the lights, and that's Dean's bike with the lights. So
I'll tell you what, man.
pretty good.
That's the first time I seen it. I've seen my lights in the rear end with his,
Oh,
behind,
yeah.
right behind me.
Yeah,
Holy shit, that is bright. I didn't realize that.
Yes.
I'm right. I don't know.
right.
You guys just telling me, but when I seen him in the rear, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he was telling me that people
Were
were
giving
flashing.
flashing them. Yeah. I said,
On
they get
his
out of your way
home
though.
from your
Well, it's not the
house.
good flashing.
Really?
You know,
From
No,
the
it's not.
side, from the opposite side.
Yeah.
Then we don't have them adjusted.
If I have
right.
lights that do that, then
they got to
Mine,
be
they flashed me
readjusted.
too, though. Hey, when we rode home the other night from the bike show, right? Did you
Yeah.
see anybody in my way?
No.
You know why? 'Cause I was blinding them,
I know.
getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
So you guys went to a car show?
Yeah, I went to an exotic car show. It was a little one. It's like
That was where?
it was up in Jupiter, and it's actually really nice. They had some unbelievable Ferraris and stuff there. They had a cigar guy there in a old Bullet. What are you doing?
He's looking at himself on YouTube. We actually
Doesn't know what he
have
looks like. We have a
we
TV.
have a
here.
TV
Chris
behind
says-
the camera
Chris says,
to
Dad.
make sure everything looks good.
Chris says, Daddy doesn't have his glasses on, playing with wires. So when you showed them when I was doing
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
I didn't have my glasses on. You're right. You're right. You're right. Listen,
Worried about
luckily-
Chris' finger.
Chris, what they were doing, I could do blindfolded.
He tried, but
Luckily, it was plug and play, so nothing was spliced.
yeah, we spent like 20 minutes trying to like fish the wires through.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I wasn't happy.
It's like
That
just
wasn't
take,
that long.
just take the tank off.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
take the tank off.
It was so
But
much
it
easier.
put the wires in the trough like you said.
But it came out really nice.
Well,
yeah.
we did it fast because we had done one already. And we had
Right.
3 hands in
It-
there.
it
Well,
meshes
3.5
nice
hands in there,
With
really.
his color as well as yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
it matches
You know?
like really nice.
Yeah.
It changes the whole look of the front end.
Really looks nice. Now we have a new project coming up, right? What's the new project?
We're putting
what's
those
the new
headers.
project?
You get my headers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he dropped off headers the other day for my bike. He's such
Yeah.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know,
What kind of headers are they?
Chromeworks.
And they're true duals.
Yeah.
True duals.
True dual.
Yeah, these
And
are the
that's for
same
your-
headers that Dean
My
took
24
2 days
Street Glide.
trying to put on, and he decided not to do it.
No, it wasn't 2 days, but
It was long.
I
So we're hoping that
It
they
goes on.
redesigned it or gave him the right brackets.
don't think I had the right part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. There was no way I was getting the underneath crossover attached any way I tried it. I even took the bracket off that holds the crossover underneath the frame.
Yeah.
I even reversed it. I tried everything, and it wasn't going on.
Yeah.
And I know what that guy told us in Daytona. I'm like, that's just bullshit. Now, again, I've done quite a few pipes in my life. Never had a problem like that.
Another update. Ding, 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 ding. The hot kits are coming.
Wait.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
We got to have a special something sound for that.
Yeah. Where is it?
That's what.
Wait. Breaking news by Nate. Special reporter.
Oh, that is so loud.
Yeah, it is. So finally, they volunteer audio has
Get attention
come
to
forward
that,
with
man. Wake you up.
getting the cut kits for the.
Oh, you're getting the
backs.
cut kits?
The cut kits are coming. They're
When
supposed
are
to be
they
here
coming?
tomorrow.
That's what they told you 2 months ago.
Well, I actually had like the email with the. This is not just talking to them.
They're
'cause
on their way.
they got a shipping.
So maybe
Tracking
we can
number?
do the
Tracking
pipe
numbers and everything.
and the speakers all at one day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you better take some Red Bull or something.
So
That's a lot of work.
explain what the covers are, what you're getting.
So the cut kits basically go on top of the bag, so you can saddlebag lid, so you can cut it out straight. And when you put the
Because he just put in a new radio.
I put in a new the new radio.
The Hertz.
From
he put in a
Volunteer
Hertz,
audio.
1,000
It's a Hertz.
amps.
Super loud.
Yeah, it's loud, and it's right now it's just the front two speakers, but getting
loud.
Getting the saddlebag speakers is going to be a big plus.
Yeah. So we have to do the top cut, and then you have to drill through the side of the bag.
Yeah.
And get your wires through there also.
And I don't think we had to take the tank off. We just had to.
No, the
plugs.
The
for
plug should be under the seat. Yep.
Yeah.
I showed you them when we did Bob's bike.
Yeah.
And you have a jigsaw.
I don't think I have a jigsaw.
Oh, we need a jigsaw.
I may have a. Did I use a jigsaw on your door? Yeah, I'll let him cut it. The door wasn't too straight. I mean, the door was like this.
We'll let the doctor cut it. He
Yeah.
knows
Yeah,
how
he's
to cut.
precise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can cut.
He's a
And make
surgeon.
sure you get good blades. That's all.
I have extra blades at home.
There you go. Bring them. I'll supply the power.
Okay. So that's
cool.
that's up and coming.
All right, so we got the
Probably
chrome
get
works.
that.
That's
So
going to get
also,
done.
we got another thing up and coming.
Yeah, we got another light, don't we?
We got another breaking news.
Oh.
Let's turn-
He's in love with that button.
This ain't breaking news. This is just bullshit.
Yeah, it puts another 8 seconds on there.
I know.
We need to eat up time here.
All right.
There, look.
I
It's like
see
a
it.
news card.
I see it.
You're making people dizzy with that rolling.
Yeah, what the hell is with that?
Really?
He's
I love it.
always tinkering, always tinkering. I'm glad he got rid of that whole friggin' frame. The whole
Yeah,
So,
like
my
that.
my
stupid
lights are
thing.
coming in. I should be getting it actually tomorrow.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they contacted you?
Yeah.
All right, good.
We're going to a different shop to install those, though.
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna be very busy that day.
You gotta
We're
So I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
I'm
All right.
gonna start the install
All right.
because I wanna, my bike's different than yours. So I got the lights that are the
Vertical.
bars,
Mhm.
the
Vertical.
double bars from A10
Horizontal.
Moto,
Horizontal, not vertical.
with the two, I guess they're spotlights
Yeah.
on the sides.
The directionals.
So I have screens. So I want to modify the screens to see if I could
Put them in.
Keep 'em
just
there.
put them in there and keep them there. So
I had that on my SD.
nothing slams me in the face. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm
Okay.
gonna tinker with.
So
it.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do that at home?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that at my
Are we
house.
gonna film it?
Yeah. I'm gonna film the putting it
Do you want
together.
us to be over there?
Yeah, if you're nice,
From nice?
He's
You
gonna
bet.
sit there and direct.
you know.
that up. I'll come over. We'll film it.
I'll bring
Yeah,
a chair
yeah.
for you, Rich.
Yeah,
I'll bring you a
have chairs,
director's
but I don't
chair.
have
Director's
cushions.
chair.
We got the director's
It says
chair.
director across the
Yeah.
We don't have cushions on our chairs.
We don't want anybody getting too comfortable. Don't stay too long.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
Nate's gonna have to ride behind us now
yeah,
Can't.
because we're gonna be
And so do I.
blinding
Or
everyone.
I'm gonna have to
So
wear
do I.
sunglasses at night.
until I get my lights.
Hey, Chris has got a question now. Being that I have the only 121, I am taking a GoFundMe page for my 135. So yeah, Chris, I can let you do it if you'd like. You know. That'd be
Go
nice.
fund me.
Yeah, man.
So who in the group is going to do the Harley 135 kit on their 121?
Yeah, he's talking
Oh,
about
for
he's
you.
taking-
Yeah, I'm the one with the 121.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go. That's why I got to GoFundMe it.
I just put a turbo on your car.
Hey, Chris, I want to
Oh.
buy your old turbo.
Just put a turbo on. Chris put
turbo.
a turbo on his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
So did
He put
Russ.
another one on though, right?
Russ put a turbo on his. Russ Rips.
Yeah.
He put
Oh,
a turbo
yeah,
on his.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how he did with it riding across all the way to.
Yeah, they went to Las
Vegas.
Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They went to Vegas. They got
the
married.
turbo doesn't kick in unless you punch.
Crack it.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not something that's
Constant.
Can't turbo the stock 121, Chris said. Okay. There goes that.
Can't?
135,
What
baby.
about my
thought they could.
117?
135.
Russ turboed the 117.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I did.
117
His was
too.
stock.
I could turbo mine.
You guys can.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
have,
he
can.
wants a 135.
I'm gonna have Chris put it on.
You know,
for me.
you got a 135, man. You put the emblems on there. That's freaking awesome. The heads, everything looks great.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
into it.
good.
I want to
just-
get Chris.
You guys
on
tell
it.
me I ride too fast now. Forget it. I put a 135 in.
Just by the stickers to the 130.
Yeah, right. Just stick it on there. Get rid of the 121.
It's cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
So Indian came out with some new bikes.
They sure as hell did. They got that. They're right there with Harley, man.
Yeah, they got that.
I'm not in this conversation.
That
All right, let's sit
112.
back and
be
be
in
quiet.
this conversation.
I'm
It's
not-
another American bike.
Yeah, it's
I don't
American
know.
bike. You're in
It's
this
not
conversation.
Yeah, I mean, come
Bike
on now.
Made by Polaris. Who do you think makes Polaris?
Americans.
No, they're not American. You want to Google that?
Where are they assembled?
They're assembled here.
Okay, there you go. Just like 90% of the cars, are they're not made all parts are here either.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
A lot of,
you know,
like
Hondas. Hondas.
yeah, right.
A lot of Hondas are assembled here too.
Yeah. Although the Challenger was made in Canada.
Yeah, right. And some of the cars were made in Mexico.
Yes.
So we got the new Challenger, the new Pursuit, and the new Roadmaster.
And look at the prices on them.
And actually, the Challenger Elite, that's a fantastic color.
Yeah, it's like the comparable to the ST, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas it's a 112 engine and
Yeah.
what 128 horsepower.
yeah. So the engine here is the Power Plus 112 engine, and
Which is impressive.
it's got 126 horsepower and 133 pounds of torque.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Listen, and they
Pretty
are
good.
fast because they're light. They have an aluminum frame. The frame is the motor is part of the frame, so there's no undercarriage.
I didn't-
It's fast.
Yeah, I didn't
they're-
realize
they're-
how many models they had.
Their
I
prices
never really looked
are-
into them
Their
that much.
prices are pretty up there too.
Yeah, they're not
Just
cheap.
always.
They're not cheap. I mean, they have a base model like a Sportster, which is really nice looking, and I think they're starting around 9-ish, and they go up to like 17, depending on the model you want. And then you have your soft tail type models, and then you get into your cruisers. And then they have a race bike too.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know they making that because I really don't follow Indian.
Yeah.
You know, I see them here and there and look at them, and I didn't see any in Daytona. Did you at the race bike?
No.
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 No, I didn't see
I mean,
them
I seen them on the track when they were
when they're running.
the, the bagger race, but
Oh,
no.
they had they look like ninjas and shit. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So
Yeah, pretty
these two companies kind of copy each other. One takes one thing, one takes the other thing, and I think this time the Indian Challenger Elite took after the Harley SC. You know,
That's what it looks like.
because they came out with the 121 and all these fantastic colors, and it was limited stock.
Yeah.
You know, on certain colors, just like the Elite here is
Chris wants,
numbered.
Chris also wants to know about the new Buell. We ain't
He
got any.
said, bring
we
up
ain't-
the new Buell.
Yeah, we'll get
got
that.
anything
We'll-
on
We
it.
don't have that. We'll get
We'll
to that
get to
next
that
week.
All right. We're
But
gonna,
he also said
I
that.
tell you what, Chris, come on next week and we'll discuss the new brew. How's
Yeah, there
that?
you go.
Yeah, come on, Chris.
We'll look into it and then we'll talk about it. Get you on here.
Yeah, we can get you on through your phone.
So the
No.
interesting stuff that
You
Chris
don't
just
have to
posted.
be here personally.
Where'd it go? I lost it. He says you can't turbo. Yeah, there was something here about pistons. What happened to that?
Yeah.
Gone.
He says you can't put on you can't
No,
put too much power on the 121s because they're blowing the pistons.
right.
pistons
That
are
was there,
breaking.
but I don't see it anymore. In the comments, for some reason, it's gone.
Yeah, it was retracted.
Ah, you did. Oh.
Who retracted
Oh,
that?
wasn't me.
Somebody retracted.
I said
He
oof.
retracted.
I said oof.
Was it not? No, he did.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
He didn't want you to see that.
All right, I'll just put a cam in my bike. That's it.
Well, that's the thing with the with Harley. There's a lot of aftermarket. The aftermarket stuff for Harley is a lot larger than they have for the Indians.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to build your bike up afterwards, you know, there's a lot more options for Harleys rather than with Indian. It's sort of like, hey, this is where you got. I know you can still change the pipes and probably cam and stuff like that, but there weren't like bigger bore kits or anything like that. But I still think that's a lot of horsepower, and it does go.
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, I test rode the 112 and it was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. The RPM where the power band's up a little bit higher
Right.
than down low with the Harleys, but
That's because the Harleys has more torque,
down
so
low.
they don't need the RPMs. The Indian motors are more RPM motors. Their red line, I think, is at 7,000 or 65. I think Harley's is at maybe 62 or 58.
Interesting. Well, I'll backtrack a little bit because Chris just posted on the 121s that the stock pistons are breaking if you put the
Turbo.
turbos on them.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting because if you can jump on a call with us maybe next week and talk about this, because I like to know why. What did they do? Go to a cheaper piston? I mean, what did they do? And get more into
the
that.
striker crank and the top ring is close to the top of the piston, so that's where it's breaking. It's
Yeah.
breaking off the top.
Yeah.
That
That's
wasn't a
interesting.
good
I didn't even know.
design.
I didn't know anything about.
I
that.
wonder who designed that. Was it that the CEO
coffee
that
guy.
designed that?
Coffee guy.
The diesel guy.
The diesel guy?
He's like the coming.
Who the hell
It works for
designed
the
that?
diesel. It's
Oh my
work for-"
God!
So you could also be remotely on the show. as
Yeah,
well.
he could call
Yeah, I
in.
just
Now we
said
can get
that.
him on with
So,
FaceTime. So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone out there wants to be on the show, whether you accessory company or anything else,
We're trying to
do
get
with
other
bikes,
companies to join in on here. It's
You
a
know,
little bit different.
we welcome you on. Just call Richie and Crazy Rides Inc. at gmail.com. And just let us know.
Right.
We'll reach back out to you. Hopefully soon we're having a guest on. Richie, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Our guest. Well, we don't know for sure.
Right, but it's in the works. We're talking with
Okay.
him.
So, in case he's watching, you know, I don't know. Pez from Wild Boar or
Hog Tunes.
Hog Tunes. He I reached out to him because I had put a Wild Boar system on my bike. That's the speakers and the amps. I'm running 800 watts and 400 in the front, 400 in the back, and I've had them for several years. And I think they're great. I haven't had a problem with them at all. Speakers are perfect. The amps are running great. And
Every time he plays Freebird, the cops
every
pull him
time I
over.
play Freebird, I got to slow down because I got a speeding ticket one time playing it. So anyway, yes, I reached out to him, and we're gonna see if we can get him at the end of this not this month, end of May. So he's gonna get back to me, and we're gonna try to get that set up.
Oh, it's May 1st
And what's
tomorrow.
nice about it, he's in Canada, he's in Ontario, so we're gonna be able to do this right on the phones and have him on screen.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Let's just hope this all works out.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying to get A10 Moto on as well.
Yes.
So
Yes. And also Hogworks.
Yeah. I reached out to Thrashing, but those guys are too busy riding
Yeah.
through deserts right now, man.
Yeah,
And
I reached out to
watching their vlogs.
Hogworks.
What about the Advent Black guy?
And
Remember,
I'm still waiting
he
to
was,
hear from them, but
when
I'll
we talked
try
to them.
again.
yeah,
Evan Black, you talked?
I reached
Yeah.
out to Avon Black. Haven't heard from them yet. I sent an email. So Jessica from Avon Black, if you're listening, reach out to us. We'd
Throw
love
us
to
a
have you on
phone. Come on.
and
Joe,
I'd love to talk
talk about your
products.
products
Oh,
and
Joe-
what's coming out and
Joe
what you
would
have
like-
out.
Joe would like to be on. He wants to
Joey
talk
D?
about Joey D wants to be on. He wants
Garbage
to talk
removal.
about. Well, you could talk about the trash bike event that they're having.
Trashed.
Yeah, trash.
Yeah,
Whatever the
trash.
hell it is. Garbage. Trash bike event that they're having.
Yeah, so
So you could
being
talk
from
about
the New
that.
York City Sanitation Department, 20 years ago, they came out with a motorcycle club called
Yeah,
Trash.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And were you there too? Yeah, you were
Yes.
there. So we were there at their first meeting when they wanted to assemble this
Yeah.
motorcycle
They
club.
wanted me to be the president. I
He's like, I'm
We
holding out
rode
for.
with
I'm
them,
holding out for.
we didn't
HD
get
president.
involved.
You didn't get a
But
trash patch?
We didn't get a trash pack. But 20 years later, man.
They're big, huh?
Yeah,
He
they're
did
pretty
get a
big. They
tramp
got a lot of
Sanitation's
members.
huge in New York.
Yeah, yeah,
He got a tramp stamp, which is a whole different thing.
yeah. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, I think
You know?
that's a good idea, Chris. Maybe I should vote for the CEO of Victoria's Secrets to get on the board.
Well, then we'll have fancy seats, won't we?
Yeah, why not?
Lace seats,
That's
maybe
not a
some
bad
diamonds
idea.
on there and stuff.
Yeah,
Bad idea.
some nipples on the headlight.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, did I speak too fast?
Said out loud.
oh my God.
I have to change my headlight again.
Gladly.
Angel
wow.
wings.
So yeah, there's a lot of things happening. A lot of installs are going to happen. And again, we're going to try to get some guests on. We're moving along. We're in the process of redesigning our shirts and maybe getting hats.
Oh, we're getting hats. We're getting hats.
We're getting hats.
That
Getting
wasn't
hats.
Shirts.
that wasn't a maybe. That was a
That's a
slip.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely getting
We're
hats.
gonna do stickers to give out to
We're
people
gonna get stickers.
Because I don't have any on my
on your cabinets.
cabinets behind us.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So
We
just
got
to
two
give
new
you
ones
the
now.
heads up, and
Yeah.
Yep.
we'll be posting that soon.
What else you got?
What else we got? There was something else. I had something else and I forgot now. So
Well, a
that's what I was
couple
gonna
of
get
weeks, I'm going to be doing this podcast from a ship.
You're going to be cruising the seven seas,
I'm
aren't
going
you?
to be cruising on.
Yeah, so Richie's gonna be
big
Oh, well,
calling
wait a
in
minute now.
remotely.
and we're going to try to get this done remotely. Yeah,
He's gonna have a pirate or
We're
a
gonna be
parrot on
doing-
his shoulder.
I'm taking the
He's
bike.
gonna be sitting on the
and
shoulder
I'm
of a
gonna
pirate.
ride around.
We're gonna have a pirate
the running
ship going
track.
next to him.
What's going on with sales? No motor. But no, we didn't talk about the exotic car show we went to.
Oh no, it was really awesome. There was
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh,
the cars there were made.
yeah.
They had the 1971 Was
That
it 71?
Sportster?
Sportster?
Yeah, the guy made that himself.
Yeah.
Wow, that
That
thing
was
was
impressive.
Yeah, that
rigid
was very-
frame. Did all his own welding,
Right.
wiring.
And the same guy that owns that bike he also had this there. He had a 32 Bugatti.
Oh,
That car was unbelievable.
That engine.
that engine was
I
beautiful.
didn't even know they made
Straight A.
it that big back then.
Yeah.
From the block up was aluminum, and the whole block, that whole piece, was all this, which was probably part of the cylinders and the heads, or just the heads.
It was a straight
that
8.
big.
Yeah.
It was a straight 8. It was all diamond tooled.
That was
unbelievable.
That was top of the technology back then.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at the front end because they had the old style fenders. You could see the front end and the brakes.
Yeah.
Cables.
Yeah. They had brake
Freaking cables to stop the car, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that 8-cylinder engine. What do you say? That was a 4 something, or 395 maybe.
400 or
It was something up there. I can't remember. We should have
390
filmed it, and that's, I'm surprised we didn't.
There were 2 spark plugs per cylinder.
Yes.
And the wiring. I'm glad I'm not doing the timing on that thing. 'Cause
That thing was incredible. I didn't realize how antique they were when it comes to technology back then. I had cables to stop your car. You know, you always thinking hydraulic, right? You know, brake fluid.
How about those McLarens?
I mean, I know bikes used to have cables on them. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the McLarens.
McLarens were nice.
There was a couple of McLarens there, like $250,000 of beautiful.
Yeah, they had the stickers on there. They had them there.
Yeah, that's
on loan
right. One of them had
from the
sticker
dealer.
on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, those were crazy. And then we ran into the cigar guy. Did you bring that pamphlet, by the way?
So I didn't bring it.
Too
I
bad.
forgot. You should have reminded me. So this guy has a Airstream, a 57 Airstream. That's one of the old. They still make them today.
Camper.
It's a camper. Yeah.
Oh,
They
that thing
still
was
make it,
incredible.
all aluminum. That rounded look. And he remodeled the whole thing, and it's a cigar humidor and lounge, and that's where you get your cigars. So you walk in, you pick your cigar up. There's a few chairs in there. We were
Yeah,
outside.
couches in there.
Yeah.
They had couches.
Couches,
Oh, I
leather
didn't notice
couches,
The
yeah.
couches.
The atmosphere in there was great. I was
So
like, holy
it was
crap.
really nice. Yeah.
And then they had those big
really
stand-up
something.
He had the
cigar
stand-up,
cutters
the
and
cutter and the
lighters.
lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to give him a shout out. I got to get it. We'll do it next week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm sorry. They
Yeah,
had
those were
these big-
pretty neat because
We didn't take
he
a
makes
picture.
them himself.
Yeah, we didn't take a picture of that either.
No, we didn't. I don't know what we were thinking. We weren't thinking because normally
Yeah.
we got the phones out
yeah.
and we didn't do anything. But you know what? Then again, there was so many nice cars there. It was hard not to just getting And then we were talking to a lot of people about the cars and the bikes. So
Right.
Kind of threw us off a little bit.
Right.
Sometimes just being in the moment.
Yeah. Right.
And the watches. Oh my.
Yeah. So.
There were some impressive watches.
Oh yeah.
We were looking at these
Crazy.
HYT watches that were like the one was like 400 and some
$1,000.
What, the one he threw on the glass table?
Yeah. He's like, what? This one? I'm like, oh.
As soon as I heard the price, I dropped it. I said, I don't want it to stick to my hands.
Heck, yeah, lucky you didn't break it.
Yeah. So something interesting happened to me
Really?
yesterday. My battery went dead after 3.5 years.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you have a burial? Services?
No.
No?
No, I didn't have a burial. What the hell is that? I thought it was somebody farting.
They farted out taps. Yeah, that's
I had to get a new battery. I got 3 exactly because I looked at the sheet from the last time I had it replaced. I had exactly 3.5 years out of it.
Wow. I
So-
got mine for 5 years. So
5
far.
Are you
I
sure
can't-
about that 5 years?
But you know
Yeah,
what?
I'm sure.
You know what? If you think
I
about
don't
it,
remember
I think
replacing
he
it.
only has in the last 5 years about 1,000 miles on the bike. So technically, if you're not riding it, you're not draining the battery.
You drain it by sitting.
No, you have the charger on.
Right. The charger.
Yeah. So I had the charger on it too, and I still only got 3.5.
So when you broke down that time, it was 3.5 years ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
3.5
Yeah,
years.
that's-
It was October. It was Biketoberfest.
It
we
doesn't
were at.
feel
And that's
that
where we
long
went to
ago.
St. Pete.
Yes.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Yes, coming back.
That was a good
That's when
ride.
the
Yeah, that was a
Stater
great
blew.
ride.
That's the Stater.
The Stater
balloon.
incident.
Yep.
That was a great.
That's like
You
a
gotta
Star
do
Trek
that
episode.
again.
The Stater incident.
Yeah. Stater incident.
Stop the bike is running
Dun,
great.
dun, dun,
Stop for
dun.
gas and then it won't even
It
turn
won't even
over.
start.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
we should do that for Biketoberfest.
What? Go to St.
Go
Pete?
across.
We should just go across for the hell of it.
Go across, spend the night, and then come home the next day.
What? Go back to OCC?
Yeah, over there.
Okay. We go there for dinner or lunch, whatever.
Yeah, that was fun. And then a 4-hour ride home.
Yeah.
Yeah, with no air in his front suspension. That was cool. It was like riding a rigid in the front.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an experience.
I was there for that. I was there for the tightening of the
No,
valve.
actually, it wasn't that bad. I just had to be, stand up for the bumps
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like riding a horse.
because the front end would bounce up,
Yeah.
and there was nothing there except
No,
the spring.
Just the spring.
the
Right.
spring.
There was no suspensions, like,
Well, there is some fluid in there,
Yeah.
but it's
But the
it didn't
damper,
do anything.
but the damper wasn't working. It was just the spring. The damper was collapsed.
Yeah,
because there was no air.
but it was a good ride.
Yeah, that was fun until I broke down. But then I had a good time. I got
You met new
You got an
friends.
extended vacation.
made new
I got
friends. You got to
friends.
eat at Bob Evans.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Got a nice hotel.
A nice
room.
hotel right next to Harley.
And all that was paid through my insurance. Wasn't that great?
Yeah, it was.
My warranty.
All
The
that
whole
money you
thing.
spent on it
I didn't
finally
pay a
paid off.
dime. Not even my Bob Evans dinner was on them.
That was covered, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. And that's all you can eat.
And then I had a nice cigar in the back, where the pool was.
Where the pool was, hanging
Yeah.
out. Wasn't quite
Nothing
like
but
Daytona,
quiet.
though, was it?
No,
Quiet. That was Richie's quiet time.
that was my quiet. I was unwinding from the stress. So that
Well,
was.
it's good to know there's a hotel there. So if we're ever heading back from Daytona in crappy weather or something,
I'm telling you, it's worth it. It wasn't expensive.
and we can go to Bob Evans and all we can eat
Oh yeah,
for like $20,
We-
man.
we like that.
We went in there one day. We went up
You and
there.
I.
He was getting the
I was getting
dyno
the
done on
dyno
his
too.
bike. The guy was taking forever, so we went over there for lunch. And she's like, "I can give you guys the senior citizen special." I was like, "All you can
paid-
eat senior
We
citizen."
paid
special?"
$11. We ate like $40 worth of food.
Oh, easily.
It was all good stuff.
Yeah.
That was the first and only time I ever ate there. It was actually really good.
Yeah, so we stopped.
Chris makes a comment. He's making a comment.
Yeah, air rides are for the 80s. Yeah, the old air rides. This isn't the typical air ride.
Now, that was like the old air rides. What, Harley?
Yeah, you got to. I still
in the
got
rear.
the
You
bump
still
in
got
my
that?
garage.
Yeah, I still got my pump too.
Yeah, that was the air ride. Mine
That
never
was
held
air
there.
ride. Yeah.
Mine
yeah.
never held there.
And my bike, my 92, had air suspension in the front and in the back.
Oh shit!
So I had to pump the front and the back up.
Aren't you special?
Yeah.
Then, huh?
Yeah, that was a police
That was
bike.
modern technology.
That was
right?
police bike.
Ah, it was police.
Yeah, it was a police bike. It was a road king.
And I had the little nozzles like that you
Air
fill it up.
tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
The stems.
Yeah, my front. You took the cap off the right side of the handlebar. Took the cap off the grip, and that's where the nozzle was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just for the rear. Mine was just.
No,
for the rear.
mine is for the front and the rear.
Mine was just.
Mine had one in the back and one in the front.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had air suspension.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
So where you want to ride this week?
Indian.
Going to Indian?
Going to Indian.
Test ride the Elite?
Yeah, let's go.
No.
Yeah, we should do a little thing over there.
Should ask Paulie to come. He has.
Well,
a lot
trying to
of
get
knowledge.
Paulie on here. He's got the Indian, so.
Yeah, he's
And he
got a
just
lot
picked
of
up another
knowledge.
bike. I like to discuss that with him too.
Yeah. So
Chris said that your air ride is from in the 50s.
my air ride was in the 50s. You're right, Chris. You're right. That's when they started.
No, I just use the air pumps to like pump the head up. Just put the air back in.
Hey, James. James is on.
Hi, James.
What's going on?
How you doing, James?
So,
Yeah, I'd definitely say check out those. Ride those Indians. It was a good ride.
You know, I sat on Paulie's. I never rode it, and I was like, at the time, I don't remember what bike I was on, but I didn't have a comfortable seat. And that thing was just like heaven.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
holy, she just sank into it.
Plus,
And,
they have like a higher suspension travel.
Yep,
And
much better than a Harley.
yeah,
What does?
The Indian.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the problem too. There's not a lowering kit. I need to lower it because I'm short.
I'm sure there's something out there.
I talked to somebody from India and they says they don't
No?
have anything right now.
Well, you know what the big problem
they're
is?
working on it.
All these
They're-
Harley shirts I got.
Yeah.
You know?
no,
so
I got like
Where
40
they
years worth
ride
of
an
Harley
Indian?
shirts. I don't ride, yeah. I'll
Wear
wear it.
them
I'll wear
inside
it on an
out.
Indian. I'll wear an Indian on a
Inside out.
Harley. It's a nice shirt, actually. Just more shirts to buy.
it was funny though, because someone commented on Facebook on one of these motorcycle groups that, you don't really see a person with an Indian tattoo on them.
No,
See him with
true.
Harley Davidson.
No.
Well, it's like you do an HD tattoo. What do you do in Indian? You got to do the whole thing. You can't abbreviate it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
No,
Hilarious.
I've seen Harley Davidson.
Yeah, no, you get Harleys too, but I mean, a lot of them they'll do HD and do a symbol or
Or
something.
or the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
logo.
mean, Indian would go fine right here, you know.
You
You
could
think we
put a
get
headdress.
presents? No.
Nah, it's not.
Put a
fun.
headdress.
But his door's open; they're gonna fly out.
It's all right. We'll get presents.
that's why he goes in this direction.
Circle.
Centrifugal force.
I think he noticed the door was open. Amazon door flew open. Presents falling all over the street.
Yeah.
So,
So what
And
else?
all the
is
Santa's
new?
little elves are trying to put it back in.
What else is new?
That's what they do in the meantime.
so I'm looking forward to the light.
When you doing that, by the way? What are you thinking?
I don't know.
You know?
I gotta look at the schedule. I got some clients coming down from New York.
Some houses.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
They found him through this through our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They just heard about it and that's how we
They
got.
said I want that biker's realtor.
Yeah, they wanted the
Yeah.
bikers realtor.
Yeah.
Good
So,
stuff. See, advertise here. You get
There you go.
So
There you go.
it's just
are
a
you
nominal
getting
fee.
Anything done on your bike?
Like
anytime
Publix.
soon?
Am I getting anything
What?
done on my bike? No, Chris is gonna do a 135 for me though.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the next thing I'm doing. Whenever he's ready.
Yeah, and he's putting the supercharger, the turbocharger on mine.
There you go. We'll keep him busy.
There you go.
You could do the 135 with the turbocharger.
I guess if you beefed it up that way, yeah, change the
Wow.
piston.
You're gonna need changes.
Shh,
You
change
need
my
a
diaper.
chain. You need all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
That's a lot of power.
Yeah,
I don't think that bike can handle it.
I don't think I could handle it.
Because then you have to switch it to
I
probably a
don't.
chain
my
drive. And
reflexes
then,
aren't as well as they used to be.
Yeah. All right. I think we're good.
Yeah.
What do you
very
think?
good.
I'm all right.
So I think next week we're gonna do it Wednesday again.
Why?
'Cause
That's
weren't you
right.
going away?
What's Wednesday? What's Tuesday next week?
Tuesday's
I'll tell you what Tuesday is next
you
week.
tell him, Richie.
I'll tell you.
Now I'm.
Tell him,
now I'm-
Richie.
And Debbie's not on,
Wait,
so
wait.
she's not even gonna hear this.
Wait. We got. This is breaking news, man. This is breaking news. Breaking news with Richie A.
Next Tuesday, May 13th,
May 13th already.
Debbie, my wife, and I will be married 20 years.
20
Yes,
years.
Oh, let me get
That's
some
right.
clapping over there.
That's right. She stayed with me for 20 years.
Uh,
So I have a big medal that I'm going to give her.
God bless
Big
you,
pin.
Debbie.
Wow, 20 years.
God bless you.
So
Same
I'll
house
be
with
out
you?
for dinner and I am not definitely doing a podcast while we're out.
Why
to
not? Do it
dinner.
from the dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not doing
Hey,
that. It's
you
a
got people-
romantic
you got
night
people
out.
wanna see-
I
Romantic
gotta
night.
share it with you guys.
At your age, she's been with you 20
This is-
years. You think she wants romance with you? Come on.
But I do. So all right.
Just
so
kidding.
Yeah,
Dad.
just set it up like you have here on the dinner table. We can watch
You
You
it.
gotta
Debbie-
film it, man. Film
Debbie
it, giving
was
it a medal and
listening,
all. You know,
and she
not the
gave
sex.
me
it's just-
3 hearts. 3 hearts there. You got it, baby. I give it
there
right
she
back
is.
to you. Right back to you there. That's right. Yes.
You're not giving it to her. You're actually giving it to me.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
She's what they're doing the conclave for the
Love you,
Pope. They might
sweetheart.
see about giving
Love
her
you.
sainthood.
God bless them, but that
It's not next week.
isn't.
No, it's 2 weeks.
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
That's what I said. I said it's
Oh,
the
that's
13th
right.
already.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
was like, come
Chris. Nah, that was a brain fart. It's not next week. It's the week after next.
Thank God. I thought this month was going by that fast.
I'm like,
Right.
yeah, it's like we.
I'm
Tomorrow's the
sorry,
first.
Deb. I'm
I didn't
not
get to the
taking you
first
out
yet.
next week.
Please, I just got my taxes done last night. I had to rush
Oh,
them out this
thank you.
morning, throw them in the mailbox.
Good. Now you'll be taking all of us out.
No, I won't. I had to pay.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so it'll be the 13th, which will be the week after next. So next week,
How much do
you'll
we get for
see
each
us
of these
on
bottles?
Tuesday.
Yes, I need
Okay.
these. I gotta make back the money.
Next week, you'll see us on Tuesday.
Tuesday night next week.
Next week.
I wonder if I can
Right.
deposit these in New York and get my 5 cents back.
So,
I know
I
I,
need it.
probably went to New York.
No, but it's
I
plastic.
know, hon.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh, you might be right.
All right. So next week, Tuesday, our regular time at 6 o'clock, right here on channel Crazy Rides channel. We'll be here.
Can't remember crap.
The,
What channel is that? Is that 2, 4, or 6?
YouTube channel.
Or
Crazy
69?
Rides.
Channel
Or
14.
13? What's the number?
14.
UHF.
Yeah.
UHF. Yeah.
With the
UHF.
antenna.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
antenna, rabbit ears. Get the dial in there to try
And
to
Chris,
get the picture right.
We're gonna get you on here. So
Chris, Richie's going to be reaching out to you for next week.
yeah, how about that, Chris? You don't have to be here.
You don't have to be here. We'd love to have you here, but
Hey, Chris, we got modern technology now. Like
Yeah.
last time you had to call on a separate phone and we had to mic you. Now you come on, we'll be on the screen
Yeah.
with us on FaceTime.
That's right.
yeah,
That's right.
We're growing, baby.
Yeah.
We're growing.
Yeah, if you look back
I
at the old
figured, I
episodes,
figured this crap out.
look at the old episodes. We have like old phones.
So if I call you, Chris,
That's
you're gonna
true.
have to answer the phone
Yeah,
and
we-
not ghost me.
we had a fake computer here as well.
Man, how many Amazon guys come through here? Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Giant-
Also,
giant
make sure you
abacus.
catch us on Apple,
Hey,
on iHeart.
Chris just said I will come there.
Oh,
So you're gonna
okay.
come here next. Do we have a
He didn't give a
commitment?
date.
Hey, Chris, if you
Next
come, you get a free
Tuesday.
bottle of Publix water
Next
too.
Tuesday, we have a commitment here because I'm gonna put you on the calendar.
Yeah, we're not going
Only
to
if
ask for
whiskey's
anyone
fine.
else to come. So,
I can arrange the whiskey, Chris.
Oh,
Don't worry about
yeah,
it.
don't worry about that. He's got that handled. Don't worry, he's got
Yeah.
that.
and the cigars.
And I'll bring the cigars.
All right.
All right, we got to move this to the backyard.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, guys. Remember, we're on Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon, all the Spotify, all those platforms, as well as YouTube Live. So, thank you for watching us, and
Thank you for sharing.
see you
our
next
channel.
time.
Later.
Later.